looked up in the sky and seen a bird flying? Well, they're really fun to watch. They soar through the sky with their wings, and sometimes they go and land on a tree or they fly down to the ground, and they all look very different. But how do you know that a bird is a bird? Well, birds have certain characteristics or things about them that are the same. So they have wings, right, to fly. They have their wings. Birds also have feathers, and they have a bill or a beak. That's their mouth, right? So they don't have a mouth like you and I, they have a bill or a beak. And they also have 2 feet. So 2 feet, 2 wings, a beak or a bill, and feathers. So if you look for those things, that will help you find a bird and figure out if an animal is a bird. Most birds fly, but some birds don't, like penguins. Penguins are birds that don't fly. But a lot of birds do fly. Some birds are big, some birds are small, some birds eat plants, and some birds eat animals. So there's lots of birds. They look very different, can be lots of different colors, but when you're looking for a bird, you want to look for those different things. The feathers, the 2 wings, the 2 feet, and the beak are big, all right? So I want to see if you can find some birds. Are you ready? All right, let's do it. Wow, look at all of these animals. Which is a bird? There's a bird. Look at that bird with the brown feathers. It has a little bit of blue also in its feathers. This is a duck. Ducks have bills. Do you see that? See their mouth is a bill? And they also have the 2 feet. Their feet are webbed feet that helps them swim through the water. All right, let's keep looking. How about this bird? Look, it's tiny, and its wings go so fast. This is a hummingbird. Can you see its beak? It's long and it's skinny. This is so that it can drink the nectar out of flowers. So it flies from flower to flower, drinking the nectar. And its wings go so fast that they make a humming sound. And this is why it's called a hummingbird. And these hummingbirds can fly backwards, forwards, sideways, straight up, and they can hover or fly in place while they drink the nectar. So hummingbirds are very neat birds. Let's keep looking. What bird can you see? Oh, look at the one with the black wings and the white body. This is an albatross. Albatrosses are huge birds. When their wings are out, so imagine the albatross's wings out from tip to tip is 12 feet. Now, if you think of a grown man, let's say 6 feet tall, you take 2 of them, stack them on top of each other, that's how long this bird's wings are. Isn't that amazing? And they fly through the air for a very long time in search of food over the ocean. All right, let's look for another bird. Oh, look at that bird with the orange beak. This is a puffin. Puffins also get their food from the ocean. So they can dive in the water and swim very deep down in the water, catching their fish. So they have wings, right? They can fly, and they have feathers, and they have an orange beak, and they have the 2 feet. All right, are you ready to look for another bird? Let's do it. Keep looking. Oh, an eagle. A bald eagle is one of my favorites. They're so big and they look fierce. They have that big, strong beak and those sharp claws that helps them catch their food. So they have the white head, the white tail, and the brown wings. And they have really good eyesight. They can see their prey or the food that they're trying to catch from a mile away. Can you imagine seeing a rabbit from a mile away? Well, eagles can. So they can see very far, and this helps them find their food. Let's keep looking. Oh, how about this bird? Look at that brown orange feathers and the bluish feathers on top. This is an American kestrel. This is the smallest falcon in North America. So this is a pretty small bird, but even though it's small, it still hunts for animals to eat. And it can hover in place. When it spots its food, then it dives down and catches it. So this is really small, but really amazing. All right, keep looking. How about this one? This is a funny looking bird. This is an ostrich. Now, they are the heaviest and the tallest living birds. And they don't fly, but they can run very fast. If you notice, the feathers on this one look a little different, but they still have feathers and they do have wings even though they don't fly. And can you see their beak? They don't have teeth, so they can't chew up their food. So when they swallow their food, it still has to be broken down in their stomach. So they swallow rocks too to help break it down in their stomach. It's pretty cool, huh? All right, let's find one more bird. Oh, look at that bird with the beautiful blue neck and the long tail feathers. Do you know what this is? This is a peacock. Peacocks are known for their long, beautiful tail feathers. And when they put them up, they look like there are all these eyes on behind them to make them look scary to animals that may want to eat them. So these are very beautiful birds, but this is a defense mechanism. They put up these feathers to scare away predators. Now, these birds can fly, but they do a lot of walking on the ground as well. All right, we found all of the birds. There are many more birds to find than just those. So you can keep an eye out and see what birds that you can find. Are you ready to do a problem together? Let's do it. Where is the blue bird? So you would look at all 4 of these birds and find the one that is a blue color. And then you click on that one. Great job. Next time you go outside, see if you can spot some birds. They all look a little different, but if you look for the feathers, the wings, the beak or the bill, and the 2 feet, then you can find a bird. Keep exploring science. See you next time.
Where is the yellow bird? Where is the blue and yellow bird? Where is the bird that is all white? Where is the eagle with brown wings and a white head? Where is the black and white bird?
A habitat is a place where living things live and find the things that they need. A habitat can be in the forest or wetland or ocean or desert, you see. A habitat is a place where living things live and find the things that they need. A habitat can be in the forest or wetland or ocean or desert, you see. I love science, it's so fun to learn about things and how they run.
Hello. Today we're going to be making a bird feeder. Have you ever seen birds at a bird feeder? A bird feeder could look like this. You stick it outside in a tree usually, and then the birds will come to it and eat. So you can fill it with different things that the birds like. So this one I filled with sunflower seeds. So the whole thing is filled with sunflower seeds, and it has these different holes where it can come and fall through, and the birds can land here and eat the sunflower seeds. So why would you want a bird feeder? Well, if you want to watch the birds, this is a great way to get the birds to come so that you can watch them. Also in winter, sometimes people put bird feeders out to help the birds. Winter is a time when it's kind of a bit harder for birds to find food. And so it may be helpful for them to have some seeds so they can come and eat. So if you set out a bird feeder in the winter, you may see birds. And once you put in your bird feeder, we'll attract different kinds of birds because different birds like different food. So what do you think a bird would like to eat? Well, birds eat different seeds. If you have bread, you can give them some bread. They'll also eat popcorn or corn. So these are some different things that you can use. So are you ready to make a bird feeder? All right, let's do it.